Welcome into Odell Arena and Paul Patterson Court in a game critical to Crossroads League tournament seeding as Taylor hosts 19th ranked Huntington in men's basketball action. Caleb Hatch with you on the Trojan Sports Network. Both teams come in at 10-5 in the Crossroads League. Huntington has won 2 in a row, but they're 4-5 on the road this year. Meanwhile, Taylor, winners of 2 straight and 9-2 at home this season. Taking a look at our starting lineups. First off, for the visiting Huntington Foresters, who are 19-6, 10-5 in the Crossroads League on the year. It'll be 6'11" senior forward Caden Johnson, a transfer from Goshen College. 16 points, nearly 11.5 rebounds per game. That rebounding total leads the Crossroads League. Also, 6-foot sophomore guard Miles Good scores nearly 15 a game. 6'3" junior guard Cade Brenner scoring nearly 10 points per contest. 6'6" senior forward Kalen Lassisi, native of Paris, France, transferring in from the University of Rio Grande, scoring 7 points a game. And 6'1" graduate guard Jackson Paul, who scores nearly 14 a game, native of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Huntington coached by first-year head coach Jared Yock. Spent the previous 5 years with the program. Associate head coach most recently for the Foresters, replacing Corey Alford. Meanwhile, starting lineup for Taylor, one of 2 seniors honored today. Jackson Olm, the other, Nate Parlberg, 6'6" senior forward from Franklin, Ohio, scoring nearly 10 a game. Also in the starting lineup for the Trojans, 6-foot freshman guard Carson Gould, native of Warsaw, Indiana, 3rd in the Crossroads League in assists at 5 per game. 6'4" junior guard Anthony McGee from Skokie, Illinois, transferring in from Division II Quincy University. 6'3" junior guard Isaiah Day from Middletown, Ohio, leads Taylor, 16 points per game. And 6'8" junior forward Pete Combs, just below 16 a game, had a season in career high 27 against St. Francis on Wednesday night. Taylor coached by Austin Peters in his 2nd year. It'll be Combs and Lassisi for the tip. Taylor in white and purple, Huntington in black, white, and green. Huntington controls the tip, and we're underway. Game 2 of our doubleheader here inside Odell Arena in Paul Patterson Court. Paul gets it outside Johnson. It attacks the rim, goes up, and lays it in. And he uses that 6'11" frame right away. He had a monster performance in their last game against Goshen. 12 points, 20 rebounds against his former school. Combs with it for TU. Hands it off to Day. Day back outside to McGee. Free throw line extended, McCombs with it. Hand off Day. Shot fake. A deep 2 on the way. Off target. Rebound Jackson Paul for Huntington. They're in front 2-0. Not even a minute gone by in the game. Good. Back outside now Brenner. Drives. Finger roll. No. Rebound Day. He's knocked down and fouled by Brenner in the process. Taylor in the previous matchup won handily in Huntington at 75-61. Trying to get the season sweep and most importantly, hold the edge over Huntington in the league standings. Taylor with the ball, looking for their first basket. Just over a minute gone by, first half. McGee, shot fake, inside. Combs lays it in. Nice fake by McGee to find Combs underneath for the bucket. It's 2-all, minute and a half into this one. Paul with the handle for Huntington. Handoff. Johnson goes up, off window, gets the roll. Matchup between Caden Johnson and Pete Combs, the one to watch this afternoon. 4-2 Huntington here early. McGee, free throw line, lost it, picked up by Brenner. Johnson now pushes it ahead. Johnson stops, back outside to Paul. Brenner, good underneath, shot fake, Lassisi, no. Rebound by Day. Taylor down 4-2. Parlberg with it. Over to Gould. Gould, crossover dribble, kicks it out, Combs. McGee, straightaway 3, off the heel, but fouled by Johnson. 3 shots coming for Anthony McGee. Actually, no, the official signaled it was on the floor. So no free throws for Anthony McGee. Parlberg gets it into Combs. Handoff, Gould. Gould in the lane. Shot fake. Oh, got Johnson to leave his feet and put it in. It's 4-all. 17.5 to go first half. Huntington with the ball. Ball across the timeline. Up over to Good. Now Johnson. Baseline. Underneath. Paul goes behind the back. Lasisi misses, but draws the foul. Parlberg picks up the personal. Lasisi at the line. 63% on the season. First one off the mark. Splits the pair. It's a 5-4 Huntington lead. Taylor with the ball. McGee bounces it to Combs. Now Gould stops, and his pass sails out of bounds. He's looking for Parlberg. Didn't have the angle. Ball with the handle for HU. Goes past a Johnson screen and lays it in. Johnson sealed off the Taylor defense and allowed Paul to take it to the rim. 7-4 Huntington. 16:40 to go first half. Day picks up his dribble, bounce pass in the lane. McGee with a great cut and a finish. Taylor back within 1, down 7-6. Paul with it for Huntington. Brenner, a deep 3. In and out. Rebound Day for Taylor. Here's Gould. Free throw line, now takes it in the lane. Whips it back out. Parlberg from long range. No, Gould gets the offensive rebound. Now Day from the corner. Won't go. Lasisi the rebound for Huntington. Couple of good looks there for Taylor, didn't go. Paul to Good. Straightaway 3. Rims out. Gould controls the rebound for Taylor. Frenetic pace here these last few possessions. McGee, perimeter right, into the corner. Day. Now Combs. Free throw line extended. Fakes the handoff, now looking for help. He's going to take it himself. Spins, goes over Johnson and misses. Rebound Lasisi for Huntington. They remain in front 7-6, 15:20 to go first half. Johnson stops, kick out. Lasisi from long range, and it rolls through. 10-6, Huntington with the lead. Taylor with the ball, here's Day. McGee, bounce pass to Combs, top of the circle, takes a dribble, hand off to Gould. Gould. Still working inside. Combs working on the block. Shot clock at 8. Back out. McGee from deep. No. Rebound Lasisi. Huntington. Taylor's had open looks from outside. Not falling, though, tonight. Johnson whips it around to Brenner. And his shot is blocked by Day. Loose ball picked up by Brenner. Goes up and blocked out of bounds. Parlberg. Huntington will have it. 16 on the shot clock when you return out of the media timeout on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Taylor down 10-6, 14:28 to play in the first half. Early trends, Taylor struggling from the field, 3 of 9 overall, 0 of 4 from three-point range. Huntington with the ball out of the media timeout. Levin Smith on for Taylor for the first time, along with Nathan Baker. Holmes and McGee on the bench. Johnson has it. Free throw line extended. And he is fouled on the floor before the basket by Levin Smith, who checked in for the Trojans. Second team foul on Taylor. Paul lobs it in to Johnson. 6'11 versus 6'11. Johnson goes up, no. Went for the rebound, but it's tapped to Gould for Taylor. Up ahead, Day, right wing three, knocks it down. Taylor back within one, 14 minutes to go in the half. Paul will slow the tempo for Huntington. Good. Underneath Johnson. Draws the double team, kicks it out. Three on the way and buried by Beagle. In off the bench, Beagle hits his first bucket. 38% three-point shooter, and showed you why there. Day gets the handoff again, this time blocked by Lasisi. Baker comes up with a loose ball though. Plenty of time on the shot clock here for Taylor. Gould pass to Smith, screen. Smith from deep, won't go, and it will be Huntington ball. (13-9), they're in front, 13:20 to go, first half. Harlberg will sub out, Anur Wogar will sub in for Taylor. Paul jogs across midcourt. Huntington looking to build on their lead. Good, lost the handle. Gould, the steal. Gould takes it all the way and lays it in. Taylor back within two, down 13-11. Paul draws the double team, bounce pass to Good. Good, crossover, now Beagle. Drives baseline, kicks it out. Paul, back over to Good, 10 to shoot. Good, looks inside, Lasisi found an opening and flipped it up and in. 15-11, Huntington with the advantage. Gould has it for Taylor. Down the lane, stops, oh, what a bounce pass, shot fake, Smith, but he's blocked by Johnson. Here comes Huntington. Paul races ahead, bounce pass, Lasisi, nearly the same spot, no, gets his own rebound, putback will fall. 17-11, Huntington in front. Gould has it poked away, but a foul called on Good. Gould will take a seat. TJ Davidson in for him. Meanwhile, Isaiah Day to the Taylor bench. Anthony McGee back in. Lasisi to the Huntington bench. Cade Brenner back on the court for the Foresters. Davidson gives to Smith. Now Baker. Handoff back to Davidson. Free throw line. Stops. Baker with it. Davidson picks up his dribble. McGee, left side. Back out Smith. 10 to shoot. Davidson. Back over to McGee. McGee, cross court. Baker from deep. Baker won't go. Johnson tracks down the rebound. Baker nearly a steal. Oh, they're going to get Baker for a foul as he was tight there on Johnson. First on Baker. Johnson, who leads the team in scoring and rebounding, also in field goal percentage, nearly 64%, second in the Crossroads League behind Taylor's Pete Combs, 66%. Good has it for Huntington inside. Johnson goes up and a two-hand jam. 19-11. Forrester's getting a little bit of separation, 11 minutes to go first half. Baker with it for Taylor. Spins in the lane, stops. Blocked by Johnson. Good picks up the loose ball for Huntington. Paul, the lob to Johnson. Back outside. Jackson Paul hesitates, now takes it. Kick out, Brenner from deep. Brenner rattles home a triple. 22-11, Huntington on a tear. Taylor will take a timeout. 10.5 to go in the first half here on the Trojan Sports Network. Out of the timeout, Taylor getting doubled up. Down 22-11, 10.5 to go in the first half. Pete Combs back in for the Trojans. Combs with it. Hand off to Wogar. Baker. Back over to Wogar, fires a three. High arcing shot, no. Offensive rebound though, McGee. Taylor can reset. Combs taken down. And that's going to be a foul on Huntington as Paul picks up the personal. It's a fourth on Huntington. Caden Johnson checking back in. Landon Beagle to the bench. Hit a three earlier. Davidson lobs it into Wogar. Right down the lane, and he is fouled on the dunk attempt. Wogar can get up there. Free throw trip for him where he has struggled all season. 35%, just 7 for 20. First one off the heel. Splits the pair. Taylor down 10, 22-12. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Knocked out of bounds, and that was off the hands of Paul for Huntington. That will send us to immediate timeout. Taylor down 10, under 10 to go first half on the Trojan Sports Network.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and broadcasts of Trojan athletics, like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
If you get sick, you can trust that we will take care of you. As a Magnet-designated healthcare system, our expert team will create a personalized plan to get you back on your feet. Marion Health, great care from great people.
Out of the timeout, Taylor with the ball. Down at 10, under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Parlberg, outside Combs, he can hit it from outside, and he does. Pete Combs, his first three, leads Taylor nearly 49% from outside. Such an efficient shooter. Trojans within 7, down 22-15. For Huntington, Matthew Spears on the court for the first time. Johnson nearly lost it. Outside good. Johnson takes it down the lane and throws it down with both hands. Taylor back down 9. McGee, free throw line, kick out to Parlberg. McGee up top, bounce pass Combs. Combs picks up his dribble. The give to Davidson. He goes past the Combs screen, now back over to Combs. He'll launch from long range again, this time well off the mark. Wogar battling underneath for the rebound. We're gonna have a whistle. And it's a tie-up called, possession arrow to Taylor. Davidson and Wogar check out. Gould and Day check back in. 5 to shoot here for Taylor. McGee from the corner. Won't go. Rebound good. And his pass out of the reach of Brenner, tried to save it, and Day picks up the loose ball. Gould, corner three, and Gould hits from outside. Carson Gould already up to 7. Taylor within 6, down 24-18, 8:20 to go in the half. Good. Gives to Brenner. He has it poked away, gets it back. McGee playing good defense there. Johnson, well beyond the arc at 8. Johnson inside. His pass intercepted by Day. Here comes Taylor. Day on the run, takes it up, no. Put back, won't go for Parlberg, and Johnson secures the rebound for Huntington. A couple of good looks there for Taylor that didn't go down. Good has it for Huntington, step back 3, and he knocks it down on the left side. 27-18, Huntington with the lead. On the other end, Taylor quickly ahead. Day had it knocked away, gathers it back. Combs up top, handoff Gould. Gould will fire. Gould will miss. Rebound Beagle for Huntington. (27-18), they lead it. 7:10 to go in this first half. Wood picks up his dribble, bounces over to Johnson. Johnson, pass inside, actually went off the hands of Parlberg. Johnson got it back, but lost it out of bounds. Taylor ball. Jackson Paul in, Cade Brenner out for Huntington. And a whistle. Taylor will inbound from out of bounds. That was a shot clock issue. Back underway. McGee, handoff to Gould. Into the corner, Parlberg. Looking for Combs underneath. Parlberg goes into lane. Stops, kick out to Combs. Combs today was cutting toward the bucket, saved it. Out to McGee, shot clock at 8. Combs fakes, free throw line, shot clock inside 2, up over Johnson, no. Huntington comes up with it. Here's Paul. Bounce pass, leaving it short underneath is Lasisi, but he is fouled. Harlberg picks up his second. Lasisi at the foul line. Where he split his first pair. First one is good. TJ Davidson back in, Anthony McGee to the Taylor bench. They're down 28-18. Just over 6 minutes to play first half. Second one short by Lasisi. Taylor secures the rebound. Down 10. Gould underneath, and he stepped on the baseline. Taylor turnover. Paul, the handoff to Beagle. Huntington looking to extend their lead. Johnson, it's the pass, handoff back to Good. Good, little floater, and he is fouled as he went up just inside the right elbow. Davidson picks up the personal. Both teams now with 5 team fouls. Miles Good will get 2 shots. 84% on the line for the sophomore, native of Fishers, Indiana. Knocks in the first. Nate Harlberg, Pete Combs out. Nathan Baker, Levin Smith check in. Second free throw made. 30-18 Huntington. 5:40 to go first half. Gould inside looking for Smith. Smith goes up, misses, rebound good for Huntington. They look to push their lead. A 3 on the way, short by Beagle from the right side. Gould with it for Taylor. Baker, the give, Day, shot fake. Now works inside, and Paul lost it out of bounds before completing the steal. Taylor will have it, 18 on the shot clock. Johnson back in for Huntington. Miles Good to the Huntington bench. Gould lobs it into Davidson near midcourt. Bounce pass to Smith, back out Davidson. Shot fake, free throw line, kick out Baker. Davidson to the rim and gets it to go over Johnson. What a move there by the freshman. Taylor back within 10, down 30-20, under 5 minutes to go first half. Hall with it for Huntington. Guarded tightly by Davidson. Outside Spiegel. Into Johnson. And that's going to be off of Gould. Johnson trying to make a pass play. That will send us to the final media timeout of the first half. Taylor down 10, 4:41 to go on the Trojan Sports Network.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Out of the media timeout, Huntington with the ball, 11 on the shot clock. Same 5 for Taylor, Smith, Gould, Baker, Day, and Davidson. For Huntington, it's Brenner, Johnson, Lasisi, Paul, and Good with the inbounder. Johnson gets it on the inbound, out to Brenner. Good, down the lane, goes up, won't go. Baker has it for Taylor. Up ahead, Davidson. Gould, pull-up jumper, free throw line, gets the roll. Carson Gould already up to 9 points in the first half. His season high is 10 for the freshman. Taylor cuts it into single digits. Johnson lost it, Taylor with a steal. Here's Gould again. Gould takes it and blocked out of bounds by Lasisi. Gould to inbound, over to Davidson. Gould gets it back, and he just lost his footing. Ball went out of bounds, Taylor turnover. Four minutes to go in the first half. Taylor down 30-22, and bring out the mop. Gould slipped, and not sure if that was some moisture there, so they'll clean that up. Good with a dribble for Huntington, bounces it to Brenner. Top of the circle to give Paul. Paul dribbles toward the right, pulls up just outside the right elbow. Now Brenner, left wing three, bounces out. Johnson secures the offensive rebound. Johnson draws two Taylor defenders. Back out Brenner. Good. In reverse over to Lasisi. Lasisi drives. Back out Brenner. Now Paul over to Good. Good takes the dribble, fires a three, rims out. Baker dives on the court, has the rebound. And we're finally going to have a whistle as he was battling with Johnson. Both teams wanted some sort of call, and we end up getting a tie-up. Possession arrow favors Huntington. Inbound pass to Johnson. Paul, pull-up jumper from the right baseline, goes down. Huntington back up by 10, 3 minutes to go first half. Taylor with the ball. Baker. Right side, flips it over to Smith. Hand off to Day. Day, back out Baker. Smith from the near corner. Shot clock at 7. Davidson pass to Smith screen. Davidson drives, goes up, high off the glass, and gets it to go. Nifty move there by TJ Davidson. Taylor back within 8, down 32-24. Paul with it for Huntington. Bounce pass over to Good, right in front of the Taylor bench. Brenner, pull up three, right wing, off the heel, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Caden Johnson, who pushed off to grab the rebound. And that's his second with 2:18 to go in the first half. He'll take a seat. Landon Beagle on for him. Taylor with the ball, trying to cut away this deficit, trailed by as much as 12. Down 8 at the moment. Gould gives to Smith. Right arc to Davidson. Davidson lob inside, looking for Smith, and Beagle came away with a steal. Huntington with the ball, under 2 minutes to go, first half, up 32-24. Paul takes it all the way and lays it in. Taylor back down 10. Baker, handoff Day, pull up three, right side, goes down. Big bucket there. Taylor back within 7. 90 seconds to go in the half. Huntington the ball. Lasisi, the give to Good. Good, step back, left arc, and that shot is true. Back to a 10-point lead for the Foresters. Taylor the ball, down 37-27. Day, lob inside to a cutting Smith, who was fouled going up. Seventh team foul as well on Huntington with 1:09 to go first half. Levin Smith will have 2 shots here. Miles Good committed the personal. And training staff going to clean up something on Nathan Baker before the free throw attempts. Taylor Athletics would like to thank Optimum Performance Sports, Fort Wayne Orthopedics, Best One Tire and Auto Care of Upland, Ivanhoe's, the Edward Jones Financial Offices of Mark Sieglin, Adam Sieglin, Ryan Jones, and Rob Sisson, Marion Health, Holiday Inn Express of Gas City, and BSN Sports for their support as corporate partners of the Trojans throughout the 2025-2026 year. TU Athletics appreciates their support. Baker gets a wrap. He's back in. Smith shooting 2. Hits the first. Struggled below 50% on the year, at just over 47%. As his first point of the day. And look good there. He hits both. Smith will sub out. Combs back in. Taylor within 8, 37-29, 1:09 to go in the half. Paul will walk it across the timeline for the Foresters. Picks up his dribble. Lasisi top of the arc. Dribbles to his right. The give to Good. Good. Just beyond the free throw line. His jumper bounces out. And battling for the rebound, there's a foul. And it will be on Taylor. Pete Combs picks up the personal. That's just his first. And the final foul to give for Taylor as well, 16 foul. 53.6 to play in the half. Huntington on the inbound, gets it into Lasisi right side. Near midcourt, Good. Pass to Lasisi screen, dribbles toward his right. Picks it up over to Paul. Right side, drives, fadeaway jumper, and it goes down. Jackson Paul having a huge first half, back to a 10-point lead for the Foresters, 37.5 to go in the half. Paul into double figures. And as he's got 8 at the moment. And a timeout called. Don't forget, Taylor fans, signups open now for Taylor boys and girls summer basketball camps. Boys camp in its 70th year, girls camp in its 50th year. Boys camp dates July 5th through 9th, 12th through 16th, and 19th through 23rd. The girls camp June 14th through 17th, one session. For more information, TaylorTrojans.com/camps. Signups open now for both the boys and girls camps. Spots fill up quickly. Go to TaylorTrojans.com. 7.5 second difference between shot and game clock. So Huntington opportunity to play for the final shot of the half. Paul nearly a steal. Gould with it for Taylor. Back up top to Day. Day, long jumper. That rims out. Baker battles for the rebound, and Combs comes up with a loose ball. Shot clock off now. Inside 20 seconds. Gould outside. Baker a 3 from the corner is good. 10 seconds left in the half. Taylor down 39-32. Paul up ahead. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. A 3. That is off the mark at the buzzer. Huntington leads it 39-32 at the break. We'll take a look at your first half stats on the other side when you return on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, for Taylor University, and for the opportunity to gather in competition and community. Thank you for the athletes on this court, for their dedication, teamwork, and the gifts you've given them. We ask that you protect every player, coach, and official, and that this game would be played with integrity, humility, and respect. Lord, remind us that our value is not found in the score, but in who we are as your children. Help us compete with joy, encourage one another, and reflect your love in our words and actions. May everything done here bring you honor. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Jesus One Day message from Taylor women's volleyball student athlete Dia Vestal. Taking a look at our first half stats, Taylor down 39-32 at the break against 19th ranked Huntington. For Huntington, 15 of 31 from the field, 48%, 5 of 13 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the foul line. They had 5 first-half turnovers, 6 points off of Taylor's 5 first-half turnovers, 17 total rebounds, 4 offensive, 13 defensive, 6 assists, 4 blocks, 2 steals, and 7 fouls. Leading the way for the Foresters, Kaylin Lasisi with 9 points, Caden Johnson with 8 points, also Miles Good, and Jackson Paul with 8 as well. Cade Brenner with 3, Landon Beagle with 3. Matthew Spears played in that first half but did not score. Meanwhile for Taylor, 12 of 33 from the field, just over 36%, 5 of 16 from three-point range at 31%, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 first-half turnovers, 8 points off of Huntington's 5 first-half turnovers, 18 total rebounds, 7 offensive, 11 defensive. Make that 17 total rebounds, 7 offensive, 10 defensive, 7 assists, 4 blocks, 5 steals, and 6 fouls. Leading the way for Taylor, Carson Gould with 9 points, 1 off the season high for the freshman. 6 points for Isaiah Day, 5 for Pete Combs, 4 for TJ Davidson, 3 for Nathan Baker, 2 points each for Levin Smith and Anthony McGee. Noor Wogar with 1. Nate Parlberg played but did not score in the opening half. That's a look at your first half stats. Taylor down 7 at the break. On the other side, when you return, we'll take a look at what's happening around the Crossroads League in basketball action next on the Trojan Sports Network.
What's up, everyone? My name is Eli, and today across our entire league, we're coming together for one reason: to proclaim the truth that never changes. Jesus already won. Not just a game, not a season, but a battle for our lives. February 14th isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a reminder that victory gives us hope, purpose, and identity. And today, we're here to share through voices and athletes from every campus, because it isn't just one school's message, it's all of us. So whether you're on the court, in the stands, or just watching online, this is the reason behind Jesus One Day. Let's step into what that means together.
What does Jesus One Day mean to me? We're celebrating the ultimate sacrifice, the most beautiful thing, an act of love that has ever been done for humanity, and that is Jesus' death on the cross. He defeated death, and now he is alive and living, and that is the hope that we have and the hope that we carry as children of Christ as we live this life.
Jesus has won in my life because he's taken away my sins and he's taken away the sins of the world so that we can form a relationship with God and one day go to heaven.
Mankind was created and God called us very good, but our condition of sin has separated us from him. But Jesus came and took that sin upon himself, and now we're able to do the good works which he designed for us to do ahead of time, and that is how Jesus has won in my life.
And when I hear the phrase Jesus won, I am reminded of how Jesus came down and won the battle against death and sin for us so that we could have a connection with God again.
Jesus has won in my life by not only freeing me from my sin, but giving me people that surround me, that push me to grow closer to him and closer to getting to the kingdom of heaven.
Being an athlete has taught me a lot, but my faith is what truly keeps me grounded. There were times, especially through injuries and tough seasons, when I realized how easy it is to let your sport define your worth. Christianity reminds me that my identity isn't based on how I play or what I accomplish, but who I play for and who I am rooted in.
Jesus has won in my life by giving me the opportunity and ability to play at the collegiate level, and blessing me with the support of my family and giving me teammates that I now call brothers.
He's given me freedom, not just in who I am, but in how I play as well. Knowing the outcome is his, I'm free from any fear. Jesus one day reminds us of this, and that we play from a victory and not to a victory.
My declaration of Jesus one is him defeating death on the cross so that we can have eternal life in him.
Jesus won in my life because he's the way, the truth, and the life, and without him, I am nothing. So why would I not want to give up everything to follow in the footsteps of the greatest champion of all time? Because there's always victory in Jesus.
Halftime inside Odell Arena in Paul Patterson Court. Taylor trailing 19th ranked Huntington 39-32. Taking a look at what's happening around the Crossroads League in basketball this afternoon. First on the men's side, these games still ongoing. Under 15 minutes to play in the second half. St. Francis leading Marion at 66-56. Bethel in front of Mount Vernon Nazarene 38-36 early on second half there. Goshen leading at Spring Arbor 30-27, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And no score yet between Indiana Wesleyan and Grace. That's a look on the men's side. Meanwhile, on the women's side, all these games are final. Spring Arbor rolled against Goshen 98-56. Marion defeated St. Francis 66-58 in a battle of top 10 teams in Fort Wayne. Bethel over Mount Vernon Nazarene 85-65. Indiana Wesleyan defeated Grace 77-61. And Taylor got a big win on Senior Day here in game one of our doubleheader. 78-68. Maddie Allen, the freshman with a season high 27 in the win for the Trojans. 10 points, 14 rebounds for senior Quinn Kelly as well. That's a look at the Crossroads League scoreboard. On the other side, when you come back, an update of what's happening in Taylor athletics. Lacrosse in action, plus baseball, softball, women's tennis got their spring season underway yesterday. Cheer and more on the Trojan Sports Network.
Life to the full for me looks like approaching every conversation as if it is for the kingdom and to the glory of God.
Life to the full to me means being present where your 2 feet are at.
When I think of life to the full, I think of joy, especially the Taylor body, the Taylor community, what Taylor has to offer.
The way we're equipping students to live life to the full is that we're helping them have a global humility.
There's so many things at Taylor that are preparing me to live life to the full. I love doing research and engaging in projects within my major, computer science, so I could go from programming 1 minute to doing a Bollywood dance and performing as part of Mosaic Night the next.
We have a lot of opportunity here to help students and to equip them to live life full now and well beyond their years at Taylor, and part of that is the intentionality we have with developing relationships with one another.
I'm experiencing life to the full at Taylor through the different opportunities that Taylor allows us to learn about different cultures, people, and places.
I love that we get to do chapel together 3 times a week. Nobody takes attendance. Nobody tells me I have to be there, but I get to be there.
I think I see that in sports, on the football field, in the throwing ring, in classes, and also in student leadership positions.
I experience life to the full at chapel because I get to play in a chapel band, and I get to sit up there and play piano and glorify God with one of my gifts.
The community gives me a sense of life to the full in that I get to see students go through their 4 years here, develop as intellectuals and scholars, be prepared for their vocations, and go out into the world and influence the world for Christ.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Halftime here inside Odell Arena and Paul Patterson Court. Taylor trailing 19th ranked Huntington 39-32 at the break. Busy day, busy weekend in Taylor athletics. So far today, softball has completed one. They're in extra innings in the other. They fell at Bryan 4-3 in 9 innings in the first game. In game 2, bottom of the 10th, tied at 2 apiece. Bryan at bat with 1 out and a runner on second in that matchup. Meanwhile, in baseball, Taylor at receiving votes, St. Thomas leading 7-5 in the bottom of the 9th of that matchup. Men's lacrosse, ranked 10th in the country, defeated Mount Vernon Nazarene 14-10. Final score there. Women's and men's track and field ongoing today as part of the Heartland Invite that started this morning. Cheerleading on Friday finished second in the St. Francis Invite. Baseball 1-2 yesterday against St. Thomas, 8-1 and 6-5. Softball earned a split against Johnson, winning 3-2 in the second game, falling 12-11 in the first game. And women's tennis fell 5-2 against Greenville in the spring season opener at Indianapolis Racquet Club East yesterday as well. So that's a look what's happening around Taylor athletics. Also want to remind you, dates are set for Taylor summer basketball camps. Boys camp in its 70th year, girls camp in its 50th year. Boys camp dates are set for July 5th through 9th, 12th through 16th, and 19th through 23rd. 3 sessions to choose from. 1 session for the girls camp, June 14th through 17th. For more information, go to TaylorTrojans.com/camps. Sign-ups open now for both boys and girls camps. Spots fill up quickly. Again, sign up and more information available at TaylorTrojans.com/camps. Taylor Athletics would also like to thank UBS, the official partner of Taylor men's basketball, Optimum Performance Sports, Fort Wayne Orthopedics, Best One Tire and Auto Care of Upland, Ivanhoe's, the Edward Jones Financial Offices of Mark Sieglin, Adam Sieglin, Ryan Jones, and Rob Sisson, Marion Health, Holiday Inn Express of Gas City, and BSN Sports for their support as corporate partners of the Trojans throughout the 2025-2026 year. CU Athletics appreciates their support. Halftime inside Odell Arena as we get set for the start of the second half. Taylor trailing 19th ranked Huntington 39-32. And the Trojans have been hot shooting from outside these last several games, but they have struggled from long range, just 5 of 16 in that first half. Huntington, a team that's won 7 out of their last 8 on the year. In this game, crucial for Crossroads League tournament seeding. Both teams with 10-5 records in the CL. Taylor's already secured a top 5 finish, but wanting to host a quarterfinal matchup, they need to finish in the top 4. So today, very important for seeding, and that would be prime opportunity for Taylor to make the NAIA National Tournament for the first time since 2017. Taylor with the ball as we start this second half. Gould gets it from Combs. Gould, free throw line, kicks it back out. Parlberg bounce pass to Combs. Inside, Day, nice cut and a finish. Taylor back within 5, down 39-34. First possession of the second half for Huntington. Paul, the give to Brenner, running down the lane, flips it up and in. Back to a 7-point lead for the Foresters. Combs has it for Taylor. Working on Johnson. Inside, stops, fakes, reverses, can't get it to go. Johnson collects the rebound for Huntington. Paul with a dribble for the Foresters, over to Good at left side. Johnson, top of the arc, hand off Brenner from long range. Bounces off the rim. Day has the rebound for Taylor. Gould stops, looks for help, lobs it back outside to Day. Gould in the corner, but Johnson on him. Drives baseline, flips it back out. Combs, McGee, baseline drive, got past Brenner and laid it in. 41-36, Huntington remains in front, 18:20 to play second half. HU with the ball as well, it's Paul. Bounce pass to Johnson, left side the lob, Lasisi, and alley-oop jam. What a feed by Johnson to Lasisi. On the other end, Gould, his pass kicked. It will remain Taylor ball. And a bench warning on Huntington there by the officials. Holmes gets the inbound. Holmes, bounce pass out to Day. In the near corner, over to Gould. Holmes, top of the arc, back outside Day, shot fake, drives, goes up, contorts his body and lays it in. What a move by Isaiah Day. Back to a 5-point game. Huntington 43, Taylor 38. Huntington with the ball, it's Paul. To Johnson, a left arc. One dribble, handoff Brenner from long range, won't go. Gould tracks down the rebound for Taylor. Opportunity for the Trojans to make it a one-possession game here. Parlberg quickly up ahead, stops, thought about a three instead, over to Gould. McGee, perimeter right. Outside Day underneath, Combs working on Johnson. Turns, somehow found a way and put it up and in. Jared Yock, Huntington head coach, 1 and 3 seconds, won't get the call. Taylor down 43-40. Paul on the drive, has it deflected out of bounds. It will stay Forester ball. Brenner will sub out for Huntington. Landon Beagle in. On the inbound, Johnson has it, guarded by Combs. Left side, now to the baseline. Bounce pass out. Good, draws a double team, back to Johnson. Oh, found a wide open Lasisi for an easy two. Back to a 5-point margin for Huntington, 45-40. 16.5 to play in the ball game. Gould over to Combs, top of the arc, handoff McGee. Past a Combs screen, McGee takes it all the way, goes high off the glass. No, Johnson has the rebound for Huntington. Hesitates, stops, and lobs it back outside to Good. Johnson gets it back, and we have a whistle, and Johnson traveled with it. Sixth Huntington turnover of the game. Another chance for Taylor to make it a one-possession ball game. Gould gives it to Combs, the lob inside, Parlberg underneath, back out, McGee right side. Combs inside the right arc to McGee. And lost it out of bounds. They're going to say knocked away by Huntington. Taylor ball. 14 on the shot clock. Combs gets in the corner, hand off to Gould. Day, straightaway three. Short. Combs had a hand on it, but Paul comes up with the rebound for Huntington. They lead by 5, 15.5 to play in the ball game. Johnson, near corner. Mismatch with Parlberg. Back up top to Gould. Now Beagle, left side underneath Lasisi. Nearly stolen. Beagle gonna fire a three. No, and a foul as Parlberg commits it on Paul, who went up for the offensive board. Third on Parlberg, as Combs and Parlberg will head to the Taylor bench. Nathan Baker, Levin Smith in for Taylor. On the inbound, Johnson open underneath and got the roll. Back to a 7-point lead for Huntington, 15 minutes to play in the ball game. Taylor with the ball. And a whistle underneath. That'll be on Lasisi. Taylor down 7, sending us to our first media timeout of the second half. Under 15 to go on the Trojan Sports Network.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Taylor ball out of the media timeout. Baker, Day, Smith, Gould, who will inbound, and McGee, 5 on the floor. And off for Huntington. Paul, Good, Johnson, Lasisi, and Beagle. Smith working on Johnson. Turns, goes up, won't go. Huntington maintains a 7-point lead. 14.5 to play. Good. Near side now drives, kicks it out. Johnson. Free throw line, goes up, and lays it in. Being Johnson with a dozen. Huntington back up by 9. Gould to give to Baker. Day, left side. Bounce pass to Smith, had it deflected, gathers it back. Hand off McGee. McGee drives, layup too strong. Hall with it for Huntington. Up ahead, Good. Fakes, drives, floater, no. Battle for the rebound, and last touch by Taylor, Huntington ball. Brenner checking back in. Lasisi to the Huntington bench. Meanwhile, Parlberg, Davidson, and Wogar in for Taylor. Gould, Day, and McGee to the Trojan bench. Brenner from the corner. Rims out. Davidson the rebound for Taylor. Free throw line, kicks it out. Parlberg. Now Smith. Working on Johnson. Turns, back outside Wogar. Smith on the perimeter now to give to Davidson. Shot clock inside 10. Wogar, baseline, stops. And has it knocked away. Paul with the loose ball. Here comes Huntington, an opportunity to push the lead back into double figures. Paul down the lane, rejected, but Johnson there for the putback, no. Smith with a rebound for Taylor. Couple of good opportunities. Taylor defense holding strong. Harlberg has it knocked away. Beagle the steal. Beagle goes up and lays it in. Back to an 11-point lead for Huntington, 51-40. Inside 13 minutes to go. Taylor with the ball. Need to find a way to get back in this game. Baker. And he is fouled. Second team foul on Huntington. Miles good. The personal 11, Smith out. Pete Combs back in for Taylor. Davidson gives to Combs, left arc. Back over to Davidson, right side. Inside to Combs. Working on the block. Stops. Goes up. Can't get it to go. Baker, offensive rebound for Taylor, but his pass intended for Davidson is stolen by Good. Up ahead, Johnson, the layup will go. Largest lead of the ball game for Huntington, 53-40. Taylor will take a timeout with 12:20 to go. Trojan ball when you return on the Trojan Sports Network.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express, we're there so you can be too.
If you get sick, you can trust that we will take care of you. As a Magnet-designated healthcare system, our expert team will create a personalized plan to get you back on your feet. Marion Health. Great care from great people.
Taylor coming out of the timeout, needing to get things going as they're down 13, largest deficit of the game. They've been outscored 14-8 here so far in the second half. And as at one point, they got it within 5. But Huntington's gone on a tear ever since. Taylor with the ball. Combs gets it blocked by Johnson. Taylor will retain possession. Taylor got it within 3. This is a 10-0 Huntington run. Baker outside to Wogar. Looks up top, Parlberg. Parlberg stops, goes up. Off the window, no. Johnson the rebound. And Johnson with another board, flirting with a double-double. Paul gives back to Johnson. Goes up, finger roll, short. Loose, battle for it underneath. Tie up, possession arrow, Huntington. (53-40), Huntington in front, 11:39 to go. Paul looks, finally lobs it into Brenner near midcourt. Brenner they give to Johnson. Outside, Paul, shot clock at 8. Paul, pull-up jumper from the baseline is good. 15-point margin for Huntington. Make it a 12-0 run for the Foresters. Wogar, right side, bounce pass to Combs, top of the arc. Combs stops, looks for help, inside Baker. Combs straight away, 3, no. Rebound, Beagle. Paul inside, pass intended for Johnson, knocked out of bounds by Combs. 24 on the shot clock for Huntington. Carson Gould back in, Honor Wogard to the bench. Landon Beagle out. Kaylin Lasisi back in for Huntington. Brenner bounces to Good. Standing near midcourt past Johnson's screen, ball knocked out of bounds. It will remain with Huntington, 10 on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Johnson. 4 to shoot, Good, launches. Off the heel, rebound Davidson for Taylor. Baker, left arcs, 3, rattles down. That will end the 12-0 Huntington run. Taylor cuts it to a dozen, 55-43, 10:15 to go. Good with the handle for Huntington, bounces to Brenner. Knocked out of bounds by Parlberg. 17 on the shot clock for the Foresters. Good. Kick out. Paul in the corner. Shot clock at 7. Paul backing down. Cutting Good. Layup and a foul. Miles Good with the cut to the basket. An opportunity for a three-point play with a shot clock winding down. 57-43, Huntington in front. That'll send us to a timeout on the floor. Under 10 to go on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Huntington with an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play out of the timeout. Miles Good with a bucket and the foul, and one free throw coming. Gets the roll. Foresters match their largest lead of the ball game at 15. Under 10 minutes to go. Taylor needing a furious comeback here. Gould to give to Baker. Back over to Gould, perimeter right. Looks, and a foul underneath. Lasisi picks up the personal. His second. Just a third team foul, only 2 team fouls on Taylor. Not many fouls called in this game. Davidson to Gould, left side. Gould back over to Davidson, right side. Shot clock at 9. Combs has it in the lane. Combs over Johnson, and it goes. Nice footwork and finish by Combs in the lane. He's got 9. Taylor back down 13 at 58-45. Johnson has it on the other end for Huntington. Guarded by Combs, kicks it out. Beagle drives, floater. No. Rebound Baker for Taylor. Gould to give to Baker. Stops, feeds it to Combs. on the baseline. Back out Baker. Got about a three. Won't take it. Drives. Got past his defender. Nice fake and laid it in. Taylor within 11, 58-47. 8:40 to go in the game. Huntington used a 12-0 run to break it open. It was 43-40, and then suddenly they're up by double digits. Davidson nearly a steal. Paul comes up with it. Bounce pass into the corner. Good. Drive, 7 on the shot clock. The feed, Lasisi saves it baseline. They're going to have to get a shot off Johnson from deep. That won't go. First three-point attempt of the season there for Johnson. Taylor down 11 with the ball. Davidson back outside. Gould, now Combs, top of the arc. Feeds underneath to a cutting Parlberg. Back out Baker. Right wing three off the heel. That was a good look. Didn't fall, and three-point struggles continue for Taylor. Now 6 of 20. Johnson on the other end for Huntington. Draws a double team. And ball deflected out of bounds. It will stay Huntington ball with 17 to shoot. Cade Brenner in. Kalen Lasisi out for Huntington. Meanwhile, Nathan Baker and TJ Davidson to the Taylor bench. Anthony McGee checks back in along with Isaiah Day. Paul working on McGee. Stops. Turnaround from the free throw line is short. Rebound Day for Taylor. Up ahead, Parlberg. Back out Day. Fakes. Baseline jumper will go. Isaiah Day with a dozen. Taylor has it inside double digits, down 9, 58-49, 7:15 remaining. Paul with the handle for Huntington gives to Johnson, top of the arc. Johnson spins, back to Paul in the corner. Now Good. Over to Paul, the lob Johnson. Past 2 Taylor defenders and he finishes. Johnson with 16 points and 10 rebounds to lead the Foresters. They're back up by 11. Parlberg inside to Combs. Back out Gould. Combs will fire a 3 right side, and Combs with a rainbow triple. He's got a dozen. Taylor cuts the deficit to 8, 60-52, 6.5 to go. Beagle, bounce pass inside. That's going to be a whistle as Combs reached around on Johnson. Combs, that's his third. Just a third team foul. On the inbound, they get it to Johnson. Paul with the dribble. In the corner, Beagle gives to Johnson. Draws a double team, kicks it out. Good in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Beagle on the drive, and we have a whistle. With the shot clock at 2. Foul on Taylor on the floor. Carson Gould picking up his first. So shot clock will reset to 20. Combs working on Johnson. Won't go. Tapped back out. Another opportunity for Huntington. Good. A 3. Oh, clutch triple for Miles Good. Huntington lead pushed back up to 11. 5:35 to go. Gould stops, turnaround, pass Good, gets the roll. Gould with 11, a season high for the freshman. Taylor down 9, 63-54, 5:20 to go. Paul, the give to Johnson. Huntington's been in control most of the second half. Taylor had it as close as 3. Paul spinning, kicks it back out. Good from deep, short. Johnson tried to save it, and he is okay after taking a tumble. Taylor ball. Battle for 4th place at the moment in the Crossroads League. Taylor trying to rally at home. Combs picks up his dribble, the feed, Gould. Looking for help, back outside today, 10 to shoot. Combs, free throw line extended. Now working on Johnson, bulldozes his way and commits the offensive foul. That's the 4th on Combs. That will send us to a timeout on the floor. Taylor down 9, under 5 to go on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Taylor trailing 19th ranked Huntington 63-54, 4:41 to go here on Senior Day and Jesus One Day inside Odell Arena and Paul Patterson Court. Huntington with the ball out of the timeout. Miles Good set to be the inbounder. Jackson Paul, Caden Johnson, Landon Beagle, and Cade Brenner, 5 on the floor. Meanwhile for Taylor, it's Anthony McGee, Carson Gould, Nathan Baker, Pete Combs playing with 4 fouls, and Isaiah Day. Johnson. And that's going to be the 5th on Combs. Now there's a discrepancy. That's his 4th or his 5th. And clarify, that is his 4th. I sent in Nate Parlberg, so I do believe that was the 5th foul, actually. Yeah, that he's done for the day. Johnson has it on the inbound, outside, Good. Johnson working on Baker, spins, goes up, and flushes it. 11-point lead for Huntington, 4:15 to go. Taylor needing a fast and furious rally here. McGee. The give to Day. Outside, McGee from long range, it'll go. Anthony McGee hits from deep. Taylor back within 8. Brenner lost the ball out of bounds, and he's shaken up. Taylor will get it back here. (65-57), Trojans trail, 3:40 to go. Baker to Parlberg. Nearly lost the handle to give to Day. Oh. Ball deflected. It will stay with Taylor, 14 on the shot clock. And Huntington is going to challenge this call. We'll go to the replay monitor. Taylor Athletics would like to thank UBS, the official sponsor of Taylor men's basketball, Optimum Performance Sports, Fort Wayne Orthopedics, Best One Tire and Auto Care of Upland, Ivanhoe's, the Edward Jones Financial Offices of Mark Sieglin, Adam Sieglin, Ryan Jones, and Rob Sisson, Marion Health, Holiday Inn Express of Gas City, and BSN Sports for their support as corporate partners of the Trojans throughout the 2025-2026 year. TU Athletics appreciates their support. Also, reminder fans, dates are set for Taylor basketball summer camps. Boys camp in its 70th year, girls camp in its 50th year. Boys camp dates set July 5th through 9th, 12th through 16th, and 19th through 23rd. One session for the girls camp, June 14th through 17th. For more information, TaylorTrojans.com/camps. Sign-ups open now for both boys and girls camp dates. Spots fill up quickly. Go to TaylorTrojans.com/camps. Reset things for you. 3:27 to go. 14 on the shot clock for Taylor. If it is indeed Taylor ball, possession arrow does favor Taylor as well. They have 6 team fouls, just 3 team fouls on Huntington. And of note, Pete Combs fouling out for Taylor, finishes with 12 points on the day. Caden Johnson, 18 points, 10 rebounds to lead Huntington so far. But review continues at the monitor. Now officials look like they're ready to make a call. Winner of this game will be alone in 4th place in the Crossroads League. Huntington charged a timeout. It will stay Taylor ball. Carlberg gets the inbound to Gould. McGee back over to Gould, 8 to shoot. Day, pull up 3 right side off the heel. Tracking down the rebound is good for Huntington. Now need to get a stop here, down 8, 3 minutes remaining. Good. Almost lost it, now goes up, under, no, ball deflected. Huntington, another chance. Brenner from long range, no. McGee tracks it down for Taylor. 2:45 to go. Gould, back to Baker, he'll fire from deep, and Baker hits a triple. It's a 5-point game with 2.5 to go. Nathan Baker into double figures, almost a steal, a collision between Johnson and Day, and it's Taylor ball. Wow, what a turnaround here, and Taylor can make it a 1-possession game with a basket. Gould, the give, Baker, who's had the hot hand, gives it to Day right side, back to Baker. Baker outside, Parlberg straight away, Parlberg connects! It's a 2-point game with 2 minutes to go. 65-63, Huntington with the ball and a tight 2-point advantage. They've led by as much as 15 in the second half. Paul, pull-up jumper right side, goes down. Timeout called by Huntington coach Jared Yawk with 1:48 to go. We'll take a timeout as well. Can Taylor finish off the comeback when you return on the Trojan Sports Network?
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
A minute 48 to go. Taylor with the ball down 67-63. They've trailed by as much as 15 here in the second half against the 19th ranked Foresters. And an opportunity to, again, make it a one-possession game. Baker, the give. McGee looks to drive. McGee goes up and fouled. 2 shots at the free throw line for Anthony McGee. That's the guy you want at the line in late game situations, 83% on the year. 4th team foul on Huntington. Landon Beagle picks it up, just his first. McGee hits the first free throw. Kalen Lasisi checks out. Cade Brenner, dangerous three-point shooter, back in. One more free throw for McGee. Leaves it short. 3-point game. Huntington in front, 67-64, under 90 seconds to go. Paul reverses. Nearly lost his footing. Back outside, Johnson. Paul has it, 10 to shoot. Rise and fire, 3! Jackson Paul with a shot clock winding down. 6-point Huntington lead. Taylor needs a couple of buckets fast. McGee and Taylor coach Austin Peters burns a timeout. 54.6 to play. Jackson Paul with a clutch triple. Huntington makes it a 2-possession game. We'll step aside here on the Trojan Sports Network.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
.6 to play. Taylor with the ball down at 70-64. They've been as close as 2 in the final 2 minutes, but needing points quickly. Gould drives and fouled by Good. One more foul to give for Huntington with 45 seconds to go. Fourth foul and Miles Good. Gould on the inbound gets it in to McGee. McGee picks up his dribble. Taylor using a lot of clock here. Gould inside, pass intended for Day. It's stolen. Good with it. And he's fouled, and Huntington can clinch this game at the free throw line. Baker picks up the personal, his second. Good at the line, 84%. It's that one more coming. 28.8 to go. Taylor down 71-64. Gets through on the second to make it an 8-point lead for Huntington. Gould Up ahead, Carlberg, straightaway three, almost banked it in, but it rimmed out. Lasisi the rebound, and he's fouled. 20.4 to go. 63% foul shooter is Kalen Lasisi. 2 for 4 this afternoon. Eighth team foul on Taylor. Just 5 team fouls on Huntington, so they have one more to give. Short by Lasisi. Baker the rebound. Taylor rushes ahead. Baker stops. And he traveled. Good, gets it on the inbound. And Taylor finally fouling at midcourt with just 10.6 to go. Miles Good back at the foul line. Hits it. 73-64, 10.6 to go. One more here for Good after he made the front end of the 1-and-1. Knocks in both. 10-point Huntington lead. Day launches off the mark. Lasisi the rebound, and Huntington can hold it. That will do it. Foresters come away with a 74-64 win. They're now 11-5 in the Crossroads League. Sole possession of 4th place in the league standings. Taylor drops to 10-6. They fall to 5th. Up next for Taylor, they host Spring Arbor Wednesday night at 7:30, then wrap up the regular season next Saturday at Mount Vernon Nazarene. 3 o'clock tip time in that game. We'll see if the Trojans can rally for a top 4 Crossroads League seed in the final 2 games of the regular season. Final stats, plus a chat with Taylor men's basketball coach Austin Peters when you return on the Trojan Sports Network.
What's up, everyone? My name is Eli, and today across our entire league, we're coming together for one reason: to proclaim the truth that never changes. Jesus already won. Not just a game, not a season, but a battle for our lives. February 14th isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a reminder that victory gives us hope, purpose, and identity. And today, we're here to share through voices and athletes from every campus, because it isn't just one school's message, it's all of us. So whether you're on the court, in the stands, or just watching online, this is the reason behind Jesus One Day. Let's step into what that means together.
What does Jesus one day mean to me? We're celebrating the ultimate sacrifice, the most beautiful thing, an act of love that has ever been done for humanity, and that is Jesus' death on the cross. He defeated death, and now he is alive and living, and that is the hope that we have and the hope that we carry as children of Christ as we live this life.
Jesus has won in my life because he's taken away my sins and he's taken away the sins of the world so that we can form a relationship with God and one day go to heaven.
Mankind was created and God called us very good, but our condition of sin has separated us from him. But Jesus came and took that sin upon himself, and now we're able to do the good works which he designed for us to do ahead of time, and that is how Jesus has won in my life.
And when I hear the phrase Jesus won, I am reminded of how Jesus came down and won the battle against death and sin for us so that we could have a connection with God again.
Jesus has won in my life by not only forgiving me for my sin, but giving me people that surround me, that push me to grow closer to him and closer to getting to the kingdom of heaven.
Being an athlete has taught me a lot, but my faith is what truly keeps me grounded. There were times, especially through injuries and tough seasons, when I realized how easy it is to let your sport define your worth. Christianity reminds me that my identity isn't based on how I play or what I accomplish, but who I play for and who I am rooted in.
Jesus has won in my life by giving me the opportunity and ability to play at the collegiate level, and blessing me with the support of my family and giving me teammates that I now call brothers.
He's given me freedom, not just in who I am, but in how I play as well. Knowing the outcome is his, I'm free from any fear. Jesus one day reminds us of this, and that we play from a victory and not to a victory.
My definition of Jesus one is him defeating death on the cross so that we can have eternal life in him.
Jesus won in my life because he's the way, the truth, and the life, and without him, I am nothing. So why would I not want to give up everything to follow in the footsteps of the greatest champion of all time? Because there's always victory in Jesus.
Back inside Odell Arena and Paul Patterson Court, Taylor follows the 19th ranked Huntington 74-64. Time to run through our final stats. Huntington 29 of 61 from the field, 7 of 23 from three-point range, 9 of 12 from the foul line. 8 turnovers in the ball game. They had 18 points off of Taylor's 11 turnovers, 36 total rebounds, 11 offensive, 25 defensive, 12 assists for Huntington, 5 blocks, 6 steals, and 12 fouls. Leading the way for the Foresters, Caden Johnson, another double-double, 18 points, 11 rebounds for him, 18 points for Miles Good, including a perfect 7 of 7 from the foul line, 15 points, 7 rebounds for Jackson Paul, went 7 of 10 from the field, and notably has only made 3, with the winding down really the clincher for Huntington late. 13 points, 7 rebounds for Kalen Lasisi, 5 points apiece for Cade Brenner and Landon Beagle. Matthew Spears did not score for the Foresters. Meanwhile, for Taylor, 25 of 59 from the field, 10 of 27 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the foul line, 11 turnovers, 11 points off of 8 Huntington turnovers, 30 total rebounds, 9 offensive, 21 defensive, 13 assists, 5 blocks, 5 steals, and 15 fouls. Isaiah Day and Pete Combs leading the way for Taylor, 12 points apiece, 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for Carson Gould, 11 a season high for the freshman. 11 points for Nathan Baker off the bench, also chipped in 5 rebounds. 8 points for Anthony McGee, 4 points for TJ Davidson, 3 points for Nate Parlberg, 2 points for Levin Smith, and Anor Wogar with 1 point to round out the scoring for Taylor. That's a look at your final stats. Taylor falls 74-64 to 19th ranked Huntington. Now 18-8 overall in the year, 10-6 in the Crossroads League. Huntington improves to 20-6 and 11-5 in the Crossroads League this season. Take a timeout. When you come back, chat with Taylor men's basketball coach Austin Peters as we wrap things up here on Senior Day and Jesus One Day on Odell Arena inside on the Trojan Sports Network.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Back as we chat with Taylor men's basketball coach Austin Peters. Tough one here today. What was the difference, Huntington coming away with a win?
Yeah, I felt like we did a really good job responding. I'm really proud of us. We got down, we didn't quit, came back, made it, one possession game. We just need one stop there at the end to really get it back, and then have a chance to win it. But yeah, proud of our fight, proud of our resilience. I think we just got out of the gate a little slow, weren't playing our pace, and I mean that's credit to their coach. He got their team a lot better prepared, a lot more ready than I got our guys ready, and they were the tougher team today. And we'll watch the film, we'll get better from it, and we'll figure out what we need to do to be a lot tougher in games like these. But yeah, we just came out slow, and I thought we were just playing catch up the rest of the game, right? Like it just could get 7-point game, 8-point game, basically the whole second half, and it's because we dug ourselves too deep a hole in the first half. And so against a really good team like that, you can't spot them a bunch of points early in the game, and you gotta come out ready to play. So we'll do a much better job and get ready Monday for a good Spring Arbor team.
Honored two seniors today, Jackson Olam and Nate Parlberg. What have they meant to this program in your 2 short years here in Upland?
Yeah, I don't have enough words to describe both those guys. I think the best way I can say it is I hope that my son grows up to be like Nate and Jackson someday. They just are they're just the best picture of the type of man you want your son to grow up and be like. And I'm just really proud of those guys. They're models of consistency. They're models of our culture every single day. They bring it every single day. Their work ethic, their love for their teammates, their service, their humility, their drive to get better and want to grow. I mean, just all of that is, I love those guys, and I'm so thankful that I'm their coach. I'm so thankful God brought us here so I could, have them in my life, and they've taught me way more than I'll ever teach them. And so I'm just really proud of those guys and really thankful. Obviously, wish we would have gotten a win for them here today, but just really thankful for all of they've done for me in my life, my family, how they love our family and have welcomed us so much. It's just really they're just great dudes, and I like I said, I really hope that my son can grow up to be like a Jackson Ullman and Nate Parlberg.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck Wednesday night back here at home against Spring Arbor.
We'll see you guys Wednesday. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.
That's Taylor men's basketball coach Austin Peters. Thanks, everyone on our entire crew, for our camera operator, Aiden, for our producer and director, Nathan. I am Caleb Hatch, saying so long from Odell Arena, Taylor Falls, 74-64 to 19th ranked Huntington. This has been a presentation of the Trojan Sports Network.